Tires. Okay folks, welcome along. You're probably wondering what happened. Well, as per usual, I was out on my beautiful 1250 GS adventure, BMW, and bloody hell, same thing as always. In the last while, my GoPro just died. Now, it wasn't the battery, it was the GoPro. I restarted it, it died straight away again. I put in a new memory card, I changed the battery. I did everything I could to get the bloody thing going. I was going to do an all-day vlog. I was out with a friend of mine, and we were going to talk about a lot of things. And what happened? GoPro ruined it on me. I'm really fed up with GoPros. Now I have the GoPro on again. I have updated the software and it has been working for the last, well, 5 minutes. So let's hope it just keeps on going, because these GoPros are so unreliable. Now, if it wasn't for the shape of the Insta360, I would have that on my helmet as well, because it's one heck of a camera. It hasn't let me down once. It has huge battery volume. It keeps on going all day long. I'll get my mirrors right. I think they're sort of right now. And this was just a total and utter disaster. Planning a day out with my buddy, got all my camera gear set up, brought a GoPro, brought my Insta360, and I had the Hero 7, which you cannot attach a microphone to, on the back of the bike. And I must say, it was a fantastic day, and it would have been some excellent footage now for you. But thank you, GoPro, for messing up my day once again. You tossers. You idiots. So we're out on the Honda CBF 600, and I am going to just follow this police car to the hospital, because I'm going to visit somebody there and bring them some breakfast, and then I'm going on to BMW and I'm going to just have a chat with them about the recall. There's been a recall for all bikes with with all bikes with shaft drive. And we have to make an appointment. Now I'm going to Ireland in a couple of weeks with a buddy of mine, and we are going to be touring. Well, to start off with, we're going to be touring a little bit of Scotland, and then heading over for the boat, going to Belfast, and from there we're going to to the north of Ireland, the very tip. I think it's called Malin Head. Maidenhead? No, Malin Head. And here we are at the hospital, by the way. The usual chaos here. And I'm just going to disappear through here. Oh, isn't that handy? And once again, look, it's not letting me pass. Yeah, I want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you now in another little bit. As soon as I get back from the breakfast here. So where do we put the bikes? Oh. Where can my bike go? I suppose it can go here. Why not? So see you in a bit, folks. I'm just going to have this breakfast given out to somebody who's been here for a while. And the food is terrible, so I'm going to bring him some breakfast. See you later. See you in a bit. Oh, and by the way, sorry about mucking up with the video. I was on the GS, and all of a sudden was on the Honda here. There was nothing you can do, and it was the hames of my day. But stick around, I'm going to be back in a little while, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Back in a bit, and we're off to BMW then. Right, so here we are, folks. We're at BMW. Look at all these lovely bikes. I'm not too fond of the R18 or whatever it's called. There's a little 310 there. There's an RT over there. There's a GS just like mine with a white tank instead of the polished aluminium that I have. Huge big box on the back, but they are practical, I must say. But there's a Givy. Oh, it fits nicely on a sort of a plate. Right, that's the RT over there with the huge big funny rear lamp on it. Looks like a sort of a stretched GS lamp with a huge, a big end. Right, and that's the, what's this? It's the RS, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice bike to go. Lovely bike. There's a lot of GS's, and there's an R9T over there. Oh man, I don't like those R18s with all the boxes and the fairings, and bloody hell, look at that thing. I mean, it's nicely finished, isn't it? I mean, you gotta say that. Yes, get off there. Look, the chrome looks nice, and there's something about it, but there's something very German about it, and that doesn't go well in America. They're trying to Americanize it by putting all this chrome around here and all the chrome around here. And, look at that. Put your telephone in there somewhere. And Berlin built. They should have put made in Berlin instead of Berlin built. That's actually wrong. You don't say that in English. Berlin built. Built in Berlin or made in Berlin. So anyway, it looks very American to me, so it must be for the American market. I mean, look at that fairing. It looks just like one of those Harley Davidson fairings, which I hate as well. But I don't know. I'd prefer this to a Harley Davidson. Here, look at that. Do you see the engine, folks? If you look down here, you can see that cylinder is up there, and that one is further back here. Now, a lot of people didn't know that. They are vertical twins, but they are slightly offset, and that's because of the crank. It wouldn't work if they were totally opposite each other. You don't see it so extremely on the GS, but you can see it extreme on the R18. Now, it might even be a little bit higher on the left-hand side, but I think it's just a little bit further back. So anyway, folks, let's get in here. I'll talk to you later when I get back, and we'll have a little chat about a couple of things, and I will have a couple of things to talk to you about. Okay, GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. It's a shit. Right, welcome back, folks. I'm on my way back to my house after this very enjoyable little outing to BMW and breakfast in hospital. It's actually quite a nice day. It's a little bit chilly, but it's nice. And I'm really looking forward to finding out if my audio is going to be okay, because I've repositioned once again my microphone. And I have actually stuffed it into the side of the padding. So I really do hope that I have eventually found the best place for my microphone. Here we are on the German Autobahn. We're close to 120 km/h now, and there's a lot of wind noise. I do get quite a little bit on my helmet, unless I'm a little bit tucked down like this. But I find this to be quite uncomfortable after a while. And it is quite windy outside, so my head is getting sort of buffed from side to side. The air is still cool. God, I wish it would start to get a little bit warmer now. I believe down in the south of Spain it's touching mid 30 degrees. That is madness for this time of year. It's only mid-April and it's freezing here. There's snow up north. Well, sort of up north. I'm talking Denmark, Norway, Sweden. We don't care about Russia anymore. I mentioned it anyway. Excuse me, folks. Right, well, I got quite a few things done this morning, and I have to get back home actually to walk the dog. I'm blubbering on here now because I want to really know what is the audio like from the new positioning of my microphone. If it's good, I'll leave it there. I'll bloody glue it in or something like that. I'll just buy a new one, although it is a Rode mic. I think they're around about 45-50 euros or even 70 euros or something like that. I can't remember. But it is a good microphone. I'm done with the little cheapy ones. Somebody said on YouTube that it doesn't really matter what sort of a microphone you buy. Even the cheap ones work, and they work probably at best. That is not true, folks. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. That's sort of like a GoPro, isn't it? Although for the GoPro you pay a couple of €100. It's not just a couple of pence. Now I wonder if it's going to make it all the way home on one battery. They're also crap on battery. Oh, we made it. No redness there. All orange. The chap behind me went through it as well. Two of them. This is a lovely bike to ride. It really is. It might be a bit on the old-fashioned side. Analog everything. But it has ABS. Combines dual brakes, if you like that sort of thing. I find them actually absolutely fine. and I find this a very comfortable sort of a commuting bike. It is virtually brand new, but what else would I get instead of it? A KTM 690. It's just so expensive, everything. You know, I mean, this is only a couple of grand. And it's a beautiful bike, beautiful engine. It's like a sewing machine. It's not the most powerful with 86 or 90 brake horsepower, whatever it's got. But it's enough. You know, it's definitely enough to get you from A to B. It's enough to travel on the motorways on. It's enough to have fun on. So we're home. I hope you enjoyed the little ride out with me and the little chat we had. Lovely tulips over there. There's my Z1 and there's the Z4 in front of it. Which one would you choose, folks? Do you see there's the Z4, there's the Z1. I think the Z1 looks lovely. It just has so much character to it. And that's sort of not my piece of cake. Don't like it. No, it just doesn't look right. But they do have something very much similar. You know, the length of the bonnet, look at that, and the length of the bonnet there. Of course, the Z1 has those amazing retracting doors, which the Z4 doesn't have. And I think it just looks the piece. I'm getting some little cracks now in the bodywork. If anyone knows how to fix those, they let me know, because my only option is now getting carbon parts, which are one, expensive, and they're not original. So I thought I would try to repair the little cracks before I start spending tons of money on it. And it might just do the trick for a certain length of time, because I don't want to unnecessarily just throw away my money. Those carbon parts, and there's about 4 parts which I need, they are costing around about 2.5 grand each. So that's 10 grand. I could go on holidays on that. Twice. 3 times. Now that I don't have the family, just the wife and myself. Alright lads, girls, guys and girl, see you soon. Thanks for being with me. See you next time. It's been a pleasure. Oh, and if you haven't liked or subscribed, especially subscribe. I'm getting places now, folks. I'm now up to nearly 200 subscribers. But these are solid subscribers. I know people who subscribe and they stay with me because, well, they find my content interesting. It's always very diverse. Always a little bit of this and that on the motorbike. Either I'm repairing something, or doing a workshop day, or showing you how to clean carburetors, or just out on a blast. Maybe testing a motorcycle. That's what I do from time to time. And I've got to do a little bit more. I will be doing. So if you like that sort of thing, motorbike tests, motorcycles, old ones, new ones, well, do subscribe. I'd be happy to have you along. We say bye bye, tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.